Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna be playing some Mundo in the jungle. First things first, you pretty much always want to invade because his level 1 is that strong. You can find a lot of free picks, and even if you don't get a kill, oftentimes you will get a flash or at the very least establish some form of dominance. Riot gave Mundo some massive buffs that make his level 6 and up pretty scary. He has a lot of extra healing on his passive W and R, making his late game extremely good for carrying, and typically you will have the most damage dealt in the game when you are playing Mundo, as long as you can make it to the point in the game where you're team fighting and you can start collecting lots of hearts still. For your best runes possible on Mundo, take Fleet, Triumph, Alacrity, Last Stand, free boots with Approach. It's super important that every time you land your cleaver or your teammates land some kind of CC, you'll be moving faster into them. Then you want attack speed 80 and armor. You don't really need a leash on Mundo. In fact, your teammates can slow you down and hold you back from kiting out very well with your fleet. Plus, if you don't get a leash, the enemies have no idea where you started, since Mundo can start on his red buff or his blue buff side quite comfortably. You typically want to start on a buff because your cleaver does more damage the tankier something is and the current HP that it has. The healthier it is, the more damage your cleaver will do. Your E does more damage the lower on health you are. So the lower on health you are on Mundo, the faster you'll actually be clearing. It used to be even more so, but then they changed it to where his E's passive gives you more AD based off of your total HP rather than just your missing HP. That's why Mundo scales so well. He gets way more AD in the late game, and his passive, his W, and his R all give him more HP back. With that being said, I do feel like his Scuttle Crab fight is weaker now, his level 3, level 4 Scuttle fight. So that's something to watch out for. But outside of that, his level 6 and up is quite a bit better. It's nothing to really gank pre-level 4. Ganking pre-level 4 on Mundo is extremely high risk and the reward's fairly low since his ganks are kind of bad. Graves isn't a bad matchup for Mundo, but you do have to respect the fact that you can't solo him very well in your first clear. You should always do an invade on Mundo though. Mundo's level 1's kind of crazy. High damage, decent, good enough CC for level 1. Auto attack E reset. We'll heal off them a little bit. And now I'll just reset. I don't want to go fight Graves in his jungle, and on top of that, I don't want to fight him on Scuttle fight. Mundo misses a lot of HP after his first clear, nearly half of it instead. You can look for a reset and grab a big chunk of hearts still, lots of HP and regeneration, and you'll already be kind of halfway on your way to Scuttle Crab by the time you base and set out. So most likely he'll be here right now, and I'll get the bot one for free. And if he takes top Scuttle, shows up on the bot one, I can stop him with item advantage and full HP. So resetting is good. It also sets you up to do your full clear again. Now, if you have a gank, you can take it, but there was no gank tops and Steris had shoved him all the way in. Let's see if this is warded. Oh, Graves is here. Auto attack E reset. I do have item advantage. I'm going to ghost hit him with a Q. My teammates don't seem to be able to follow up very well on that, so I'll just go ahead and get Scuttle. He apparently cleared top to bottom. It's a little surprising. Even though we didn't have very good follow-up there and we could have easily soloed Graves, we're still going to be able to get double Scuttle off of our item advantage. Going to cross over and get this one as well. Graves is ganking his Zed. I ping it out. Zed doesn't really react. He's really asking for a gank. That's brutal. I gave him a 5-second heads up. He doesn't react. He's like, no, come back and save me. Mundo ganks are horrible. If you don't have a lot of space to chase, the odds of a Mundo gank panning out are outrageously low. His top camps are going to be spawning in at this point. He started on his Gromp. So instead of pathing back to my start, I'll take his. Since he hasn't backed yet, we still have our item advantage. He's sitting on nothing when we have a Ruby and a regen bead. Well, might as well stay. So now he's in my jungle. Prolonging his back isn't the best match strategy because once again, we're still at an item advantage. That's why on Mundo, clearing camps so quickly gives you a guaranteed built-in lead as long as you focus around clearing early game. Because you can back before other people, and you can clear before most junglers as well, doing Like 313 leashless is pretty solid. Zed gets the Akali. We'll go grab our top side now and clear down, unless Garen's going to let himself be gankable. I assume after he pushes that wave that he's going to end up backing off. I would say you only get a kill from a gank on Mundo 1 out of 3 games. It's only if you can come up deep behind somebody and you have space to chase, to walk up, pressure them with autos, and then you can hit them with a cleaver once you're close enough or once they use their flash. You never throw out max range cleavers when you already have their route cut off, because they'll just dodge it. That's why auto attack pressure is really good for helping you land the cleavers. You have to stand still to use cleavers, so if you're missing it, catching up is going to be hard. Don't be in a hurry to throw it out too early. You should be able to get level 6 here around 7-minute mark, which is solid for not really leeching any minion XP. Auto attack Q reset. Auto attack E. Get the big splash. And yeah, we'll hit level 6, 7-minute. Not bad. We'll also have a pretty good gold advantage over the Graves since his ganks didn't pan out and I got some of his camps as well. You do take the enemy's jungle camps 20% slower than your own, as every jungler. It's still worth taking their camps if that's what makes sense. Auto attack E reset Q. If your Q's up, you should really lead in with Q to maximize its damage though. Nice, nice, nice. We can look for the gank. Caitlyn hasn't backed yet. All she has is D-Blade, so we do have item advantage. Why are you over here? Auto attack E reset. This is so strange. This Graves is just exactly where I am. It's very peculiar. It's time to reset. He's forcing the kill hard. He dies for it. That's not really worth because he popped his flash to do it. I could stay bot and catch that wave. This is a pretty big wave. Auto E reset. This is a lot of minions to give up. Plus, I don't want them to dive the Bran. So we'll grab the wave real quick. It's also stopping them from getting a bunch of plates. That's very strange. He's showing up on every gank we are, but he's down CS because he can't clear as fast as us in some of the decisions he's made this game to essentially over gank. We haven't over ganked at all. If anything, we've under ganked a little bit. However, the flip side of that coin of under ganking, if you're power farming, you're building up pretty much a guaranteed lead. We have the most CS in the game and we back twice and we don't have teleport. R's on cooldown. We do have Ghost up. Looking around the map. Looks like Garen's kind of gankable. I'll head over there. Having Smite up for ganks is nice. In this case, I want to finish this camp first, so I'm going to use it here. Splash damage. Boom. Garen has tier 2 boots. Darius is not reacting at all. Garen reacted really fast because sure enough, it is warded. Graves must be here. Got my W on for the healing. Auto attack E reset. I'll ghost for this. Looks like Graves had started the Herald. Auto attack E reset. And they both die for that. Now they lose Herald. It was kind of greedy for them to start Herald when they didn't know where I was. On top of that, they're not going to beat us in a 2v2 without heavy duty heal cut. I didn't even have to R there. Kind of interesting. Since Graves is behind, Garen forcing that fight was really bad for his Graves. I imagine his Graves is upset that saying, hey Garen, why didn't you just run away? Why did you force that fight on Mundo? I'm assuming, who knows, maybe Graves made that call out. But either way, with me being ahead in gold and XP on the Graves, I was a level up on him at the time and gold advantage. That was super high risk what they did there. Got her with a cleaver. Darius needs to go the other way for sure. I think she might have gotten around us pretty much. This is so annoying chasing a Akali. It's the stupidest thing. Down she goes. So stupid chasing that champ. Oh, I just wasted potion, rip. This might be warded. I don't remember if I broke the ward last time. He seems to know though. Walk up. Oh, he missed smite. I mean, he missed his hook. I don't know how he did that, but we're sitting on full heart still. It's a good time to back. Against their team, they're pretty much full AD. Garen, Caitlyn, and Graves. They don't really have slows. If they had slows, Swifties is insane. If they don't have a bunch of slows, then you're better off going for plated or mercs, just depending on if they're more AD heavy or more magic damage heavy. Something that's annoying to deal with on Mundo outside of max health true damage champions such as Fiora and Vayne is having to deal with Rylai's slows. People who can perma-slow you, such as a Brand Burn with Rylai's, is annoying because your passive doesn't interact with slows. It only interacts with hard CCs. So Nasus Withers and Rylai's slows are a massive inconvenience for Mundo. I gotta get over there. Is this warded or something? Or do they really just want Dragon that bad? Graves is low. Might actually be able to do this. Auto attack E reset. Got him. I could not kill the Caitlyn, but maybe it's worth. I don't know. It depends on how much shutdown they got there. Only I don't see any shutdown that they got on me. I wish Zed would have rotated. It is what it is. Heimer Turret was tanking like crazy. Zed does get a kill, so I'll say worth. Only because we got off 2 heart stills, an extra permanent 51 HP. On the downside, all of our camps are pretty much up, so dying still isn't an amazing thing to do there. We took almost all magic damage from Heim. He's shredded. A lot of damage output from Heim there. I'm kind of surprised they were able to kill my bot lane with Heim still having R, because I believe he had his turret on the dragon. So Wind Dragon does a lot of damage. I need to go lay Herald before it's too late. It only scrapes a plate and a slivers. They don't have a turret low enough for me to kind of one-tap it with. I'll leave this over here. I don't want him sneaking into my red side. Yeah, Heimer, sure enough, he got Rylai's. That's a really annoying item for Mundo to deal with. By no means a fun item to play against. We're still fast though, because free boots are faster than non-free boots by 10. Top of that, we do have blue jungle items, so if we're fighting near bushes, we should be able to make it work. Graves' top side doesn't have red buff. His bot side jungle may be up since he's top side. Could be spawning back in, or maybe he didn't touch it for a while. I'll head over there in a moment. Had to lay Herald before it was too late. It's probably not going to be able to get to the turret in time before the plates fall off at 14-minute mark. We'll see. My Ghost is up in R. It's not a bad time to try to force a gank. These guys always have wards down though. It makes it kind of hard. Once again, wards. Kind of annoying. Yeah, Herald didn't quite get there in time for the plates. I think he just warded this brush as well. Yeah, this is warded. I gotta get out of here. Heim's gonna do something, maybe. Well, if Zed rotates, that changes things. Hey, auto attack E reset. Hey, Akali should not have taken that. She's trying to save her teammates. Oh, hey guys. They're kind of in a weird spot if Zed's willing to commit. Auto attack E reset. I don't think Graves was paying attention because he just lost half his health from 2 hits from us. I think he was focused on the dive. He wasn't looking on the mini map or on his screen. He's just looking like that somewhere else. This is a bad fight now. Kali's pretty far behind in kills. She is tied in CS though. Auto attack E reset. Graves has the full item. Umbral isn't as good as Heart still is on Mundo though, so should be able to solo him still. Yeah, he loses that. Don't know where he went. He might have just reset because he doesn't know where I'm at. Who knows? Got to get this in the brush. It's taking its sweet, sweet time. Look at our CS lead. Mundo in a nutshell. He's low risk because you just end up farming most of the game. And then he's high reward because he scales so well right now. He's only low reward if the enemy team has a Vayne or Fiora. You have to ban Vayne and hope they don't pick Fiora. Or you can ban Fiora and hope they don't pick Vayne. Whichever one is more meta, that's the one you want to ban because they're more likely to play it. And ideally try to trade off your teammates so you can last pick Mundo instead of first pick him. Because people love to try to counter pick Mundo if you grab him early in the draft. Hey, Heim. Go ahead and smite him to slow him down. Auto attack Q. Auto attack Q. And down he goes. Even with Ignite and Rylai's and having just as much gold spent as I do. Well, and only having kind of 600 less gold spent than I do at this point. 8 or 600. We're still able to kill him taking turret shots while ignited. And fighting him on his turrets. We're that tanky. Make sure to pick up your canister. It heals you and also puts your passive on a much shorter cooldown. In terms of junglers you don't really want to go up against, it's mainly max health junglers like Zac from his W, Lilia from her passive. Those are the main two. Even then, they're very doable. Zac is the hardest though for sure, because he has so much CC and he does decent damage against Mundo. I didn't realize there was 3 of them there. It's all 3, it's not just 2. I would like to actually get Dragon. It's a tank Dragon as well. Why do these guys have wards everywhere? Alright, I got stunned, but we got bush speed up. No, I actually didn't get the stun. I just got slowed. They're going to get this dragon. Our team isn't playing for it at all. All R for it, I guess. They call it. I'll attack. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I don't like giving up dragons. There's not much I can do when they're all stacked and no one on the team's really rotating outside of Zed. Brand's there super late. Kai'Sa didn't come at all. On the bright side, we didn't die and we're still scaling, but giving up dragons sucks. We're going to have to go for Spirit Visage next. Generally, you would want to go Titanic third item, but since we're not outrageously fed and we're taking a lot of magic damage from Heim, who's basically killing us, we need Vistage. Vistage now more than ever synergizes good with Mundo because increased healing on his passive, W and R. Oh, that didn't hit? What the heck? Probably just skip my... Well, I don't want to waste it, actually. I was thinking about doing a full clear because my teammates are going to start stealing my camps. It's whatever. Mundo takes Krugs pretty fast. I'm sitting on a lot of shutdown. If they kill me, they get nearly 800 gold. Their camps are coming up topside. Heim's dead. It's pretty safe to invade. It's pretty much always safe to invade as long as you know there's not going to be more than 2 people. And if you have blue jungle item, every time you touch a brush or you're in a brush, you go giga fast. I'm going to take this away from the Graves. I get it. And he's kind of going to die there. He got absolutely shredded. Even with Caitlyn hitting me, I still had more than half health and Graves almost died. And he gave me a heart still. Oh, Caitlyn, you... What just hit me? Oh, I stepped on a Caitlyn trap. Hey, Caitlyn. You ready to get wrecked? Auto attack E reset. She's trying to get me to step on her thing. Auto attack Q. I'll pick that up. Oh, that was a good dodge, buddy. I'm not sure if he... Okay, his E was still up. Auto attack E reset. Oh, and we get it. Oh, doesn't look like I'm going to die either. That's kind of sick. I just realized Kai'Sa died for that, so that's probably not worth. I did at least get Heart Still off of Garen, but yeah, they got 1,000 gold off Kai'Sa and 750 off me. They literally have their whole team topside. We kill everybody, literally, like everybody. Unless Zed killed a Kali. I don't remember fighting her. You might have killed your bot side there. That's possible. Oh man, what a game. Graves 2 full item, I'm 2.5. And now I am 3. Nice, nice, nice. Vistage and increased 25% healing and shielding. Not bad at all. I'll go ahead and undo that real quick. We'll see what our healing's at. Right now, it's at 21 health per second. Bada boom. It is now at 31 health per second. Not bad. Very high. 31 health healing per second. Spicy. Kali going in deep. Kai'Sa shreds. Caitlyn, ooh, Bloodthirster second item. I don't think that's very good. Oh, Garen, you can't fight me, bud. Smite him after. Ooh, I tried to smite him. Seriously? He gets away there? If I could have gotten off my smite after he Q'd, he would have died. His Q cleanses, slows. Hey, bud. I think he just messed up his combo there. Thank you for the double heart still. And I have a feeling they're about to FF. Because they are knocking out Scouts and they are not going to get any more dragons now. Kai'Sa's playing pretty well. Zed's playing pretty well. Brand and Darius are kind of just on par with their team. Graves is super far behind in CS. Think she'll give me a heart still? I love it when people let you get free heart stills as a tank. They don't realize that they're letting you infinitely scale. And they can't win that trade either because the heart still does so much damage that unless they're Vayne or Fiora, they can't do anything about it. It's done 2,100. Her mythic's only done 400 damage in comparison. I'll pull this out really far. Get it away from the wall so Graves can't steal it. Smite's doing 1,200 at the moment. Gotta hurry. Got it. It is Chemtech Dragon. It's actually pretty good for Mundo. Increased healing and tenacity. Wow. They are very far out of position. Big heal off my W. We landed a cleaver on somebody. I don't know who it hit. I can't see anything, dude. Wasted my W there. W's a pretty long cooldown, all things considered. Hey, Graves. I'll be taking these with some speed ups. Why are there wards everywhere? These guys have so many wards in this area. Got the cleaver on Graves. Zed was nowhere close to being able to kill him there. Hey, Armordinger. Brand gets a kill at least, so it's not for nothing. I don't know why she thinks she can kill us. That's kind of hilarious. Let's see what's over here. Can heal off these a little bit. Pick up my passive again. I didn't finish the ward, unfortunately. Caitlyn autos. They do pretty much nothing. Can't get close enough for the heart still. The turret is really low, though. Could probably just break it, just like that. I didn't land cleaver on this guy. Ow! The heart still damage is so high. Oh, man. We're sitting at an extra 196 AD. It's kind of ridiculous. I don't know if I can get away from this one. This is going to be... Okay, Graves didn't chase. I do get away here then. Get the bush speed up as well. Garen dies here if he keeps going. Graves isn't really chasing. I don't know why this guy's fighting. He has Phase Rush too. He doesn't have Conqueror or something that scales up in a fight. Hey, Brad, you're dead. Ow! The heart still auto, man. It's so freaking heavy. It's like 3 Sheen procs, essentially. It's doing an additional 400 damage. Heart still's giving us a combined total of almost 1400 health. And passive on E is giving us 280 constantly. Guys, that 200 AD, that's like legit 3 or 4 AD items worth of AD. I can't get away here. All I can do is turn. Psych! Gotta get away from this guy's turret. They're just gonna kite me back with a bunch of trolls. His stupid turret's still slowing me. It's really annoying. Can't believe I didn't die there. That hard healing is stupid. Really, really high. They need some heal cut. If they had a heal cut, maybe I die there. Maybe. It's possible. It is indeed possible. I kind of need to reset. Sitting on 4K gold. We can pick up Titanic. Once we have Titanic, this item's going to be giving us over 180. We could go Force Nature or Dead Man's next. So yeah, Titanic is giving us a combined total of 9480. He's giving a combined 24180. So 241 plus 94. What is that? 60. What is that? It's like 335 AD, something like that. Something along those lines. It's around 335 AD. Math is hard when you're playing Mundo. This champion causes loss in brain cells, deterioration of chromosomes. It's all a part of the plan. I think we should get Dragon. Dragon's more important because we can't end the game here. Best case scenario, we get like a turret while Graves takes our top side. We can definitely solo anyone on the enemy team. The main issue is Heim slowing us with his Rylai's constantly from his turrets or his abilities, to where it's hard to stay on top of them. I could definitely swap to Swifties in the late game because of the Heim. Huge CS lead on Graves by about 70. A lot of his CS is from minions as well, which is much higher to get a high CS score off of minions. Getting a speed up every time you kill the large monster in the camp is kind of cool. Helps you get camp to camp pretty fast. Starting to like blue jungle item ever since they nerfed the green one recently. Blue one feels pretty good. No biggie. I only have more AD than Kai'Sa here. I mean, she does have crit to be fair, but still. We have more AD than Kai'Sa, and we have more than double her HP. Wow, that missed. You want to give me that heart still, bud? Okay, she's not going to let me have it. And I got it. I got the heart still. Pick up the passive. And look at our health. We're not losing HP. Look at our HP here. That's game, dude. Mundo's too strong. We're 450 AD. Most health in the game 2 or 3 times over. This champion's crazy. Nutty in the buddy late game champ. Can see why his win rate and pick rate are so high right now. Rammus is still the #1 jungler in the game at the moment, but Mundo isn't far behind. Very close on his heals. And that, my friends, is GG's. We'll take a look at damage dealt, damage taken. Looking at damage dealt enemy champions on full tank Mundo, we had the most in the game. Not a surprise, Heimerdinger had number 2. His damage output was crazy. For damage taken, we had also taken the most in the game at 74,000. Second highest being 33,000, so more than double the most damage taken. For self-mitigated, we took the most in the game at 71 versus Garen's 42. Pretty solid. And for runes, ultra high value. Mundo Jungle, all in all, is an insane scaling carry. Just make sure you're not playing against Vayne or Fiora, and be weary of max health burn slow champions like Brand with Rylai's. Those are annoying as well. Your levels 1 through 5, for ganks. For clears is good, and then level 6 and up with Heartsteel is where you truly start to shine. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is KingStix. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.